So, if you're a level-headed Washington Commanders fan, if you're a Commanders fan that likes to let things play out before you react, I want to say something to you. Stay off of social media right now because the Washington Commanders has just drafted tackle Josh Connolly Jr. out of Oregon. And fans on Twitter are upset. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick rhyme bastard.
Before we get into it, YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders live stream video. And in today's video, we're going to react, immediate reaction to the Washington Commanders drafting Josh Connolly Jr. out of Oregon. But before we move any further, I want to ask you guys, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I want to roll to 10,000 subscribers. And most importantly, tonight, right now, comment your immediate reaction. There's 41 of y'all in here already. Comment your reaction to this draft pick because social media is going crazy right now. And you want to know something, right? This is way out of left field. I'm going to be completely honest with you. After getting Laremy Tunsil, after them highly speaking on Brandon Coleman, this is way out of left field. But however, me in the past, y'all always love to say, Juan, you're overreacting. Y'all said I'm overreacting at the Jahan Dotson move at the draft. Look how that turned out. I was ultimately right about my reaction. He's nothing. He's not here. Manuel Forbes, same thing. Juan, relax. You're overreacting. Manuel Forbes is going to be good. Where's he at? Well, I'll say this. Y'all are now overreacting. How the times have changed with a better regime is crazy. Y'all say I was overreacting when we had Ron Rivera, Martin Mayhew, and company in charge. And look how that panned out. Ultimately, Gotti, you was right. But now y'all are overreacting and stressing out and kirking on Twitter with the regime that just took us to the NFC Championship last year. Now, is Josh Connolly Jr. the pick that any of us expected? Hell no. Nobody expected this. I expected an edge rusher. The way the board was falling, I thought Mike Green fell right into our lap. Omarion Hampton was so close to coming here. My dreams were so close to coming to a reality. Now I have an issue with the Chargers. I don't like you no more because you took my guy. But when I saw them draft Josh Connolly Jr., I was in utter surprise and shock because this is not what we expected. However, you cannot be upset at a front office investing into their investment. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Hold on. Let me take the headphones off. You cannot be upset at a front office investing in their investment. The biggest investment, I may add. So, of course, did we want Josh Connolly Jr.? Probably not. Did we want the tackle out of Ohio State? Probably not. But when you got Jaden Daniels, when you got any franchise quarterback for that matter, that is your first priority. I understand it, ladies and gentlemen. We have holes at edge. We have holes at other positions. Will Johnson Forbid all his injuries, though. Knee, turf toe. He was still there. I get it. But the first thing that you need to do is invest into your biggest investment. And that's all they did. And it's not the sexiest pick. Drafting an offensive lineman is never the sexiest pick. Ask, who was it? Who took the tackle out of Missouri? The right tackle early in the draft. I can't remember anymore. But they took him hella early. But it's a reason for that. See, offensive line is never going to be the sexiest pick. But again, look what the Patriots did. Drafting Will Campbell. Now, Will Campbell was projected to be a top 5 pick. So it's a little different. But they realized they got Drake May. They got to protect their investment. You want your investment to invest back into you or give you the results that you were looking for, you got to continue to invest in them. You can't just say, hey, Jaden, do what you did last year, which was run for your life, but you just so magical that you made shit work. But then be upset that we drafted something to help. Nah, I get it. It's different because it's like, one, we got Laremy Tunsil. One, we just drafted Brandon Coleman. What's going on? Well, first of all, Brandon Coleman, 3rd round pick. Although they spoke highly of him, and they always do. How confident are you? Where do you think they really were with moving forward with him? Laremy Tunsil is not a guarantee to be back here in the future. If I could remember correctly, we can opt out of his contract after this season. He wants a contract extension too. So for all intents and purposes, this could have been a protection plan. Had Laremy Tunsil not panned out, well, we're not screwed because we got a 1st round draft pick in Josh Connolly Jr. who can potentially step in. Well, one, Laremy Tunsil did pan out. And we do decide to extend them again. Okay. Well, Andrew Wiley's on the final year of his deal. This, we already knew he was gone. With the adding of Laremy Tunsil, we knew he was gone next year. But now this confirms it. Well, one, Laremy Tunsil pans out. We decide to pay him. Okay. Laremy Tunsil's left tackle. Josh Connolly Jr. is right tackle. Brandon Coleman's the backup. And now all of a sudden you have an absolute beast of an offensive line starters and depth. A.K.A. Trent Williams, Morgan Moses, and the backups being Ty and Secchi. Remember Ty and Secchi? Everybody loved Ty and Secchi. A.K.A. Brandon Coleman is now Cornelius Lucas. How about that? How many of us loved Cornelius Lucas? I loved Co-Luke. Always coming in clutch. And Brandon Coleman did it for us last year when he wasn't starting. He came in off the bench, 6-man. So again, I get it. Not the sexiest pick. Not what we expected. Not what a lot of us thought was going to happen. But they're thinking 5 steps ahead, and we're thinking in the now. And it's not nothing to think about. It's not nothing wrong with thinking in the now. Because the now thinking is, dude, we was 1 game away from the NFC Championship. We got to keep up with the Eagles. We got to match the Eagles. We got to do this. We got to do that. So we got to go get edge. We got to go get running back. They got Saquon Barkley. They got Nolan Smith. They got Zach Bond. Like, we got to match them. Well, how the hell do you think they were able to wreak havoc last year? Because the offensive line was mid. And this is coming from a person that loved what we got out of Andrew Wiley in terms of compared to what he got out from Eric Bieniemy. I liked what we got out of interiorly by my man. I forgot my man's name. My left guard. Nick Algreedy. So if you ask Gotti for his raw, immediate reaction, I'm trusting the process, baby. I think we go and trade up now next tomorrow. It's so much left on the board. Now I don't know what the Eagles did. I don't know how the first round is closed out now. You can kind of fill me in if you want. But social media is in an uproar, bruh. I haven't seen one positive thing about this pick thus far. And by the way, the Giants drafted Abdul Carter. And this guy allowed Abdul Carter 0 stats. He shut Abdul Carter down. So if we know tackles is the most important position on the offensive line, besides center, obviously, and we address that, how can we be mad? I would love, because they said they were going BPA. Now, again, it's hard for me to believe that Josh Connolly Jr. was BPA, but given all the facts, given Will Johnson's injury history, given all the BS that's going on with Mike Green, and how good he was, that being Josh Connolly Jr. at Oregon, maybe it's not a stretch. Maybe he was BPA, and this is who they decide to go with. And if that's the case, how can you be mad at it? If BPA was our philosophy and they went BPA, come on, man. And this is coming from a guy that loves the sexy picks. I love the sexy picks. Had we not have had Jaden Daniels, I probably would be upset too. But we have a franchise quarterback, and it's not Jaden Daniels Glaze. Because if we had Justin Herbert, if we had Patrick Mahomes, if we had Josh Allen, any of these other guys, and they made the same exact move, how can I be mad at it? The only way I would have been mad at it is if our offensive line was already solidified. But clearly it wasn't. And again, this may not even be a move for the now. We're probably thinking 5 steps ahead, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not trying to make you sound, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be like all positive about it and try to sway your opinion. If you're upset about it, be upset about it. But my reaction is I'm playing it cool. I'm not telling you, yes, let's go. We got Josh Connolly Jr. That's what I wanted. I'm not telling you that. But what I am telling you is when you got a guy like Jaden Daniels as your quarterback, you got to invest, baby. You got to. So, still looking here on Twitter, and I have yet to see a positive comment. So let me go to the comment section. There's 90 of y'all in here. Make sure y'all like this video. Comment. 103 people in here now. Comment. I need y'all to comment so we can interact and get your raw, immediate reaction and share out this live stream. Let everybody know we live, we working. It's time, baby. It's time to react to this draft pick. Everybody is upset right now. Come on, let's get it. Don't leave. We just getting started. I need them numbers to keep going up. 113 of y'all in here. It need to be 113 comments. I want to read everybody's reaction to this draft right now. Draft pick, Josh Connolly Jr. is a Commander. What is your reaction? If you're in here, you have no reason not to be commenting your reaction. We're all Commanders fans, and we all have an opinion, whether it's good or bad. You have an opinion on what just happened, so there's no reason to be a lurker. There's no reason to be quiet. Let's read these comments, though. Evo YK says, I don't know why they drafted him. So, again, for me, my immediate reaction to it is they're investing into the franchise. Again, they're investing into their biggest investment. That's like me investing into a small company and then taking what I invested into a smaller company and continuing to pour in it after its success. So I get a little bit of success from this small investment that's on its way to being big. So just because it's on its way of being big and it's peaking right now, I stop investing into it? No. You continue to pour into your biggest investment. That's what I look at it as. Mr. Washington. What's good, Mr. Washington? How you doing? Slim, hope already everything is all right. Dope profile picture. I like it. Looks sweet. He say we beefing up the trenches. That we are. That we are. And I don't think nobody's going to be upset or crying about it when the season comes. And they see Jaden Daniels got all time to throw. They see, I got my ankle rolled up. I got to limp off the field now. I'm out. Okay, here comes Brandon Coleman. Here comes Andrew Wiley. Here comes Josh Connolly Jr. Somebody. What's one thing that y'all remember about us a couple years ago? One thing I will say about Ron Rivera is our depth was not that bad offensively. Offensive line league, if that's even a word, offensive line league. Our depth was not that bad. From Chase Roulier and Tyler Lawson to Cole Luke. Right? We always had guys that was able to step in and not let the wheels fall off. Evo says we had Will Johnson right there, and I would have liked Will Johnson. Y'all know me, though. What am I about to say? I would have loved to have Mikey go back, team up with his old guy at Michigan. But you know what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say, y'all? Juan Gotti. I love the cornerback room. Yes. The way that it is now, I love it. Marshawn, he's going to bounce back. Mikey, I love Mike Sarah still as an outside corner. Yes. I don't care if he's 5'10", 5'9", 5'11", max. He's a dog. Noah Igbenogany, former first-round pick, reignited his career in the slot. And Josh what is it? Josh Johnson? I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about, from New England. I'm butchering his name, more likely than not. Turnover machine. Not afraid to tackle. Small guy, but he loved to bump. Come on, man. I would have liked Will Johnson there, but the injury concerns, it may be more severe than what it is. He had turf toe all of last year, so he missed a lot of what he would last year, and he had knee injuries. So that's probably why they passed up on him. Hi, mate T. Hi, mate. Says his knee injury is a big problem. Yes, it is. That's why they probably did not decide to draft Will Johnson. Alante Oathridge. What's good, Alante? How you feeling? Appreciate you for stopping by, my guy, Alante. What are y'all reaction to it? It's 121 of y'all in here. Make sure you comment. I need 121 comments. I need to see everybody in here has a reaction to what we just saw. So whether it's good, whether it's bad, tell me your reaction. And while I'm at it, I'm going to promote myself. I just dropped a new fitness video on my fitness channel. That link is down below in the description. Please go show some love to that. That is free to watch and subscribe. So please go support it. How am I looking, y'all? This is about to be 5 months of my fitness journey. Y'all can give me some honest feedback in the comment section here and go watch the video. But back to on topic here. James Scroggins says, I guess everybody forgot what Philly's line did to us. That's why we drafted him. And that's what I said. A lot of people want to match Philly. Oh, Philly running back Saquon Barkley. Well, first of all, I don't think nobody's in this draft class Saquon Barkley worthy. Not even Ashton Jeanty. I think Ashton Jeanty's really good. I don't know if he's Saquon Barkley good. So of course, get a running back. You saw what Philly did. Get some pass rushers. You saw how they got pressure on us last year. Well, how can we counter that? Well, we countered, or at least assuming we countered to slow down Saquon Barkley, we went all in on the defensive line this offseason in free agency to somewhat slow down Saquon Barkley. Well, Juan, we did that. Offensive line, they got pressure on us. Their defense, Jalen Carter, and Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat. He's no longer there anymore. But those guys, they got pressure on us. So what do? We go ahead and get Laramie Tunsil. But that's not enough. That's not enough. Josh Connolly Jr. Again, you will never have me upset. Had we not had a quarterback, probably. But you will never have me upset with the regime that took us to the freaking NFC Championship for the first time in my lifetime. And a team that is investing into their biggest investment. You see this guy on my left? Or right here. You see this guy on my left? This is who they're investing in. This is why they drafted Josh Connolly Jr. Okay? This is why they did what they did. To invest in this fella right here. Okay? So it's not the sexiest pick. I'm sure none of us thought of Josh Connolly Jr. being a Commander. But bro, I've crashed out in the past. And rightfully so. A lot of y'all got on my case. Y'all got on my case about it. Juan, you overreacting. Jahan Dotson is going to be good. I wanted Kyle Hamilton. I wanted Jameson Williams. I wanted Chris Olave. They're all better than Jahan Dotson. Where the hell is he at now? The Eagles didn't pick up his 5th-year option. This is last year, I guess. He's not here. Manuel Forbes, I crashed out about that pick. Why? Because Christian Gonzalez is one of the best freaking corners in the NFL right now, and he literally was there. A lot of y'all, Juan, you're overreacting. He led the SEC in interceptions. He's going to be good. Look where he's at now. And now the roles have reversed, but I'm confused why that is. Y'all are not overreacting, but y'all are overreacting to a regime that just took us to the NFC Championship. It's not like we just had a 5-11 season and they just made them and they've been making mistakes since coming here. No. And I'm not telling you to be ultra positive about this. I'm just telling you from what I've seen. And I'm probably not talking to directly all of y'all, mainly Twitter, because Twitter's going crazy. But calling this move trash, saying what the hell is Adam Peters doing, all this, all that, like, bruh, relax. My man Honetsky was good, shorty. He say, I like the pick. It's a lot of depth in the draft, man. That's what I'm saying. And again, you will never have me upset with investing into our biggest investment. We have a freaking quarterback now, y'all. And they're trying to invest in him and making sure that he's upright and could deliver more magical seasons than he just did. Last year was magical, right? Why was it magical? Because 5 did what 5 did. But what else was 5 doing? Running for his goddamn life. A lot of those magical ass plays he had was because he was forced to. He wasn't able to just stand back there like he was in a Detroit game, able to stand back there. He wasn't able to do that for a lot of the games. And that's why you invest into that so he can do that. You want to know what Jaden Daniels looks like when he's upright? Go watch that Detroit Lions game when he has all day to throw. That is what they're trying to build on a consistent basis. Jaden Daniels with a clean pocket with 10 seconds to throw in the NFL. Oh, my God. Come on, bro. Taz. My guy Taz. What's up, Slim? He said, I say IG, or I guess we needed it, but I don't F with it at first. And I get that. That's why, although I'm saying a lot of y'all overreacting, I get it. Because it's not the sexy pick. No offensive lineman is ever going to be a sexy pick, bro. Let me ask y'all this question. When we drafted Trent Williams, was y'all geeked? Now, probably because he was a more so top 5, top 10 pick, projected guy. Was y'all geeked when we drafted Brandon Scherf? I wasn't. But look what he was when he was here, right? So I say that to say the sexiest picks are often the best. The non-sexiest picks, I should say, are often the best picks. And they did this to invest in who? Who? This guy. Let me see. How can I do it? Right here? This guy right here. Norman, it's 123 of y'all in here. It better be 123 comments because I know each and every one of y'all have a reaction to what we just saw. Josh Connor Jr. being a commander, whether it's good or bad. I need your reaction in the comment section, okay? All right? Norman Rich, say good pick. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, again, had we not had a quarterback, had this been Sam Howell, had this been Carson Wentz, had this been anybody else, probably would have been a little bit upset. But we're investing into that guy. Church 202. Shout out to my girl Church. She says, what are we missing? No way. What you mean? Like positions we still need to address? We still got to address edge. And again, all the issues that we came in with or needs we came in with are still needs at this point. Because again, we drafted a tackle, which it wasn't necessarily a need. But again, you can't have me being upset for what we did. Sorry. It says, Evo says we needed a corner after the championship game. I mean, if we would have upgraded the cornerback position in this draft, and if we still do, I'm not upset at it. Maxwell Hurston is still on the board. Like, that's why I think we are going to trade up net tomorrow. I genuinely do that. I do think that because we're at 61 right now, but there's a lot of players available. Let me look this up right quick. Players still available in the NFL draft. Because I don't know who was the last 3 picks. After we picked, I jumped online. Oh, I jumped on. Okay? So the number 1 pick that's still available, Will Johnson still available. Mike Green still available. Nick Amorari still available. Donovan Ezzy still available. Darius Alexander, Travion Henderson, Siobhan Revel Jr., Shador Sanders, Elijah Elroy, Trey Amos, Jay Higgins, Mason Taylor. So much talent still available. Luther Burton, Trey Hurst. Like, it's so much talent still available. That's why I think we're trading up tomorrow, bro. I think we're trading up tomorrow because there is so much talent still on this board. So even if, Evo, even if you think we needed a cornerback after the championship game, Will Johnson is still there. I'm not saying we're going to trade all the way up 30 spots to get him. We probably won't end up getting him. Or maybe he continues to fall. What if Will Johnson becomes a commander in like the 3rd round because his knee injury is so scarce and turf toe that he continues to fall? There's so much left on this board. There's so much to do. There's so much to get, bro. Roberto Gaza, good building. I agree. You have your biggest investment to protect. This young fella right here, and I'm calling him young fella like I'm younger than him. Like I'm not younger than him. This guy right here, it's your biggest investment. That's all you're doing. James Scrogan, they're moving Coleman to guard, bro. Yeah, it's a good point. Forgot about that. Good point, James Scrogan. Coleman to guard. So now your offensive line could look something like what? Laramie Tunsil left. Nick Algreedy left guard at this point. And maybe Nate Herbig, and you never know. Because I've been hearing that Brandon Coleman could be left guard. Tyler Biadasz center. And then Andrew Wiley's right guard until Sam Cosmi comes back. And then Josh Connolly Jr., right tackle? And who wouldn't sign up for that? Daniel Burry. Again, 110 of y'all in here. I want to have a lot of likes on this video so it can be pushed to the algorithm. And I also would love for everyone to comment so we can get your reaction. Evening, Daniel Burry. Appreciate you for stopping by. James Scrogans to guard. Yep. Good point. I forgot all about that. Andrew Bishop said, I thought we was going to scoop that running back for real. And look, Andrew, we still can, my boy. We still can. I think we're trading up tomorrow. Even if we don't trade up tomorrow, bro, the way this board is falling, the running backs aren't coming off the board. And what if that's another reason why we didn't take a running back in the first round? Because it's not falling off the board how I thought or how a lot of us assumed. Right? What was it? Only 2 running backs that went first round? Was it Ashton Genty and Omarion Hampton? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so, right? It was only 2 running backs that got off the board. I wanted Will. You probably still can get Will. You never know. Have you built both lines to win the league? I know it's not sexy, but AP is a magician. Trust the process, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying right there. Trust the process. You feel me? This is a front office that took us to the NFC Championship in our first year as a regime. No. Mr. Washington says it's a great pick, to be honest. Time will tell if it was great, but I love it. I say I love it. I love protecting our young fella. They say Shador Sanders is so much better than Jackson Dart. This is just laughable. We trade up? I think so. We're at 61. I think so, man. We probably will have to tap into next year's draft cap, or maybe this year. We only got 4 picks, though, so I don't know. But I think with a lot of the stuff that's still available, we going to. Tabletop says, I feel you. I feel you, man. It's not the sexy pick, but trust me, you'll rather this than have 5 on his backside, man, robbing and paying. I know exactly what they're doing. Trust me. I love it. Got to protect the franchise? Exactly. PS5 Gamer says, y'all fans need to go to bed. Protecting JD is one of the most important things. Mahomes just got destroyed because his offensive line couldn't protect him. And look at who we have in the division. Micah Parsons, Abdul Cardinal, Azeez Ojulari, Dexter Lawrence. That Giants defensive line is all of a sudden the best defensive line in the league. And I said league, in the division. And don't forget, at some point, the Cowboys are going to get Demarion Overshown back. Eagles, they just drafted another linebacker. We know, regardless of player names, with Vic Fangio being their defensive coordinator, they're going to get pressure on the quarterback. So we're in a division where there's a lot of teams that can get pressure on the quarterback. And then looking at our schedule, we don't know who we play week by week, but the teams on our schedule, Detroit can get pressure. Green Bay, right? I gotta look at the schedule again, but I know we play a lot of teams that can get pressure on the quarterback. Great pick in AP we trust. D Brown. I hear you, but nah. I feel you, Cherish. I feel you. I understand. Vic B, protect Jay and Cherish. What you think we should have did with the pick then? Our quarterback is skinny as hell. I don't even care if he's skinny. Skinny, buff, fat, short, skinny, no matter. I think we got to look at it from a positive standpoint. Okay? Not to protect them. I mean, yeah, obviously it's to protect them from injury, and I've been preaching that all night long. But what I'm saying from a positive standpoint is, you want to know why we drafted Josh Connolly Jr.? Go look at that Lions game. And look at how long Jaden Daniels had in the pocket. And look how lethal he was in a clean pocket. And tell me if he had that same kind of pocket versus Philly. Let me know if he would have had that same kind of pocket on a consistent basis versus Philly, but Tampa Bay. It looked exactly like how I did in Detroit. I'm fine with this pick. Jim Brownski says you can never have enough linemen on both sides. Great teams take the best player available, not need. Just like we took Johnny Newton and ended up needing him because all defensive linemen got hurt. And that's the point that I was making, Jim Brownski is, I don't know. And it says right now, Will Johnson is best available. I don't know who was best available at the time of the pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was. So I projected offensive line: Laramie Tunsil left tackle, Brandon Coleman left guard, Tyler Biadasz center, Sam Cosby right guard, and Josh Carter Jr. right tackle. That offensive line is stacked. Oh my God! And that's when Sam Cosby comes back, obviously. But until he comes back, it's probably gonna be Andrew Wiley. But that offensive, oh my God, that offensive line is stacked. Let me repost that. Oh my God. Even if you throw Andrew Wiley in there, he won a Super Bowl when he played guard, bro. We're good. We're good. Mike Green has character issues, possibly Shannon Sharp. Yeah, that's why we probably stayed away from him, man. Unk out here wilding, man. D Brown says, and it's 115 of y'all. Continue to comment as I'm going down the list. I'm trying to read everybody's comment. D Brown says Coleman getting kicked inside. Yep. Let me see if Unk is up right now. We got a beast now. Watch the tape. I'm gonna watch the tape when I get some time. I'm gonna do a film breakdown. But I love it. I love the move. I trust the process. We need to protect the trenches. Says why says Eagles got Jahad Campbell at linebacker. We needed to protect JD for real. Yeah. James Hensley says everyone will be thanking AP for protecting our franchise quarterback. We have to play some of the nastiest defensive lines twice a year in a division. I'm sure JD is thanking them right now. Yep. Good point. Good point. VLCB says 2 sacks allowed in 1,022 snaps. That's all I needed to hear, man. Come on, Slim. We in good hands like Allstate. We are in good hands like Allstate, bro. We in good hands like Allstate, man. Let's see. He's the dual stopper. Yeah, hey, bro. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you, cuz. He held Duke Carter to no stats the last time they played. Just Zay says, bro, in my opinion, we need an edge. Simple. I agree, we do need edge. But again, a lot of the good teams don't draft for needs. They draft BPA. And it's so much left on this board. Let me read it to y'all again. Let me read it to y'all again. Let's go with edge, okay? Since a lot of us know we need edge. Mike Green is still on the board. Now, I don't expect him to be at 61, but with his character issues, you never know. Donovan Ezzie, still there. Jordan Bush, still there. JT Tamalalu from Ohio State, still there. Olu Afemi Oladejo, still there. That's the guy that we loved. Okay? You go edge. Now let's go cornerback. For a lot of people that still think we need corner. And you know, I'm pro what we got now. Will Johnson's still there. He's dealing with a lot of injuries, but he's still there. Okay? Siobhan Rebel from East Carolina, still there. Trey Amos. A lot of people love Trey Amos and had him projected to come to Washington. He's still there. Benjamin Morrison, still there. Like, we still got a lot left on the board, man. Trey Hurst, Jalen Higgins, Jaden Higgins, still there. Luther Burns, still there. Torrey Hohen, my guy. Like, come on, man. Isaiah Bond, like, come on, Slim. It's still so much we can do. I know we had 61, but man. Says you have to remember protect JD5 exactly. He says, yep, saw how shook we was when Jaden had bruised ribs. Yeah, and again, now those bruised ribs didn't come from, necessarily the pass protection, because the he ran and then he just tumbled. He tumbled weirdly. So it wasn't necessarily a sack that caused them, but again. Church definitely ain't no casual. Church, she's always in here for years. She know a lot of ball. She's definitely know a lot of football. She's not no casual. She definitely know what she's talking about. She's entitled to her own opinion, just like we are. She don't like the pick, you know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying? But Jim Brownski, we on the same page in terms of why we did it. But nobody's a casual, man. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. You feel me? Church know a lot of ball, man. That's the reason why she got that mod. She been in here years and she know a lot of ball. You feel me? But appreciate the comment. Just Zay says, in my opinion, that's why we traded for left tackle. I get you. I feel that. But remember, Laramie Tunsil is technically on a 1-year deal. He does not have to be here next year. We can get out of his contract. We can get out of Deebo Samuel's contract. So it's kind of planning for the future. Right? Okay, one. Well, Laramie Tunsil, he panned out. So what, did you waste the draft pick on Josh Conner Jr.? No. Andrew Wiley's going to be gone next year. Brandon Coleman's a 3rd-round pick. He's not a guarantee. He doesn't need to be a starter at right tackle. I said Brandon Coleman. I'm burnt. Brandon Coleman's going to be left guard. Andrew Wiley's going to be gone at right tackle next year. So who are you going to have? Josh Conner Jr. And now Brandon Coleman could be your Luke. Even though he's going to be starting at left guard, he's still going to be your Luke in terms of, tackle depth. Nate Herbert's still around, guard tackle, right? So I like what we've done. Robert says, I hate this pick. Enlighten me as to why that is. Just Zay says, so we can move Brandon Coleman to right tackle and move to Wiley to right guard. Nah, so Brandon Coleman apparently is going to be left guard. Apparently, like, they real put my man, Nick Algreedy out the starting lineup totally. Says you don't gotta explain to half these half fans. We good. Nah, I ain't gonna call them half fans, man. Everybody a real fan. Everybody entitled to their own opinion, though. That's the good thing about this space that I created and that we all, whether we like it or we don't like it, we all fans of the same squad. And at the end of the day, we all got the same goal, and that's we want to see the squad win. He says, I'm good with this pick. T. Rose says we switching on the right tackle. Yep. Austin the Sports says Austin pick. Mickey Link says, really, nah, I'm personally not upset. Heem says, man, ain't nothing wrong with protecting number 5. That's all I'm telling him, Heem. That's all I'm telling him, Slim. There's nothing wrong with getting protection for your star quarterback, bro. You see, I got it on me right now. Gotta stay strapped with the 5. You say, Reginald says, this could mean we are getting a running back next? Possibly. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of Green, all right, I gotta just say this. Green Bay's atmosphere when they announced Matthew Golden, that was lit. I can't hold you. That was probably the most littest thing I done seen from a draft. Whatever. Like that was lit. Like draft day, that was tough. Having the whole crowd be lit. Then he come out and he say, give me Packers on 3. 1, 2, and the whole that's lit. They gotta bring the draft to the city, bro. I don't even know can it fit. They had 125,000 people at the draft. Could 125,000 people fit out here? If so, where? I know somebody was like the Hob and nah, bullpen by Nets Park, maybe. I don't know, but that'd be lit. They bring that draft out here. That'd be tough. How you doing today, one guys? I'm doing well. Awesomeness sports. I'm doing awesome. My fault. I'm talking your lane. I'm doing awesome. Doing awesome. PS5 Gamer says the draft is just getting started. We have a lot of time to pick and pass rusher. And if JD gets knocked out for a season, y'all will be really crying. Protecting JD5 is so important. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Jim Brownsie says, I love AP. Come from the school of best players available, not positions of need. That's what I'm talking about. I signed to that philosophy 10 times out of 10. Lewis says, I like the pick. You got to protect our quarterback for sure. That's what I'm talking about. T. Rose says, switching him to right tackle is perfect. I see the picture. Yeah. And it's so much you could do with him, man. I can't wait to get into the film. Again, reminder, the Giants just picked Abdul Carter at 3. He shut Abdul Carter down. Remember, this could probably be the reverse. Remember, we drafted Chase Young, and his kryptonite was Rashawn Slater. Rashawn Slater did him in at Ohio State, Northwestern, and then he came to the league when we played the Chargers that year and did him in. What if Abdul Carter is tough? His kryptonite is now on the burgundy and gold. Uh-oh. Smacks be humble, 35. Say love the pick. Not a sexy pick, but 2 sacks over 1,000 snaps. Couldn't ask for a better production. That's all I'm saying, cuz. That's all I'm saying. To imagine that. Put that into its proper perspective. Let me see. Let me look this up. How many offensive snaps? Hold on. Offensive snaps per game. Let's just say that. So roughly the NFL average number of offensive snaps per game for an individual is roughly 63 to 65. Meaning, let me see, per year. Let's say per year. So that means it says in NFL standard season, offensive players play on an average of 700 to 800 snaps per year. So that means he's won a whole season and some more. And mind you, this is college. So in college, play less games than NFL. So probably we talking maybe 2 years plus of only giving up 2 sacks. If my math is correct, and little secret, your man Gotti sucks at math. Need help with it. So my math could be off. But using Google's help and making an inference, I think I'm on the right track. LaRon Nipper, he says, at first I was a little upset, but after seeing that he held Abdul to 0 sacks, I feel better than AP we trust. Yeah, I was never upset about the pick just because, like, I understand it. Like, I get it. We're protecting 5. If we never had a quarterback, I'd probably be a little bit upset because it's like, what are we doing? I get we upgrade our offensive line, but I'd be thinking like more from a other perspective. We already drafted Laramie Thompson. We still need a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We got a quarterback. So it's like we got to protect our biggest investment. Again, they're investing into their investment. You always do that. Don't matter. And I don't even invest. I got to start investing and getting the stock and stuff like that, right? As I get older. I don't even invest. But I know if you invest in something, you don't just stop because of little success. You continue to invest into it until it blossoms on a consistent basis. So I put that in Commander's terms. We don't stop helping out and investing into 5 because he had one good rookie season. We want to see that magical season every year. So how do we do that? Your best ability is availability. So that being said, he has to be available for him to be his best. And adding him, that being Josh Conley Jr., his offensive line allows that. Ryan says we need the protection. The O-line was terrible. Zero Black says be prepared for the future. That's all I'm saying. That's why I said that. we're thinking, not we, because I'm not, I'm not with this pick, but a lot of fans that are overreacting about this pick are thinking in the now. We need to do this now. We need to match the Eagles now. We need to do this now. AP and the guys are thinking 3 to 5 years from now. Josh Conley Jr. could be just now entering his prime. Well, how old is he? 21? Let me see. Josh Conley Jr. It's an alternate Josh Conley Jr. How old is he? I want to say he's 21. And he only got like an NFL profile. Jesus. I'd say he's 21. This is why didn't we get Travion Henderson? Because he's still on the board now. They probably think they can find a way to get him in the second round. Or there are other running backs available. Let me actually go back to the running back one right quick. We go to ESPN. Best players still available. Let's look at the running back room. Best players available NFL draft. Right? And let's go over to running back. So Travion Henderson is the number one running back still available. So I don't expect him to be nowhere near 61. Not what I wanted, but was a smart pick. Exactly. Travion Henderson's number one running back still available. Quinshon Judkins is still there. Caleb Johnson is still there. Cam Scatterbo, Dylan Sampson, Devin Neal, DJ Giddens, Jordan James, RJ Harvey, Damian Martinez, Bashawn Tutton, Trevor Etienne, Jaden Blue, Woody Mox, Brashad Smith. There's so many backs still available, bro. I want to say only 2 backs were in the first round: Mario Hampton and Ashton Genty. Like, and that's what we already knew was going to be the case. We gave a 47 sacks, and folks, man, we drafted a lineman. 47 sacks, man. Because I don't like the pick. We needed a playmaker. See, again, that's what you do, J-Dub, right? Good teams don't draft for needs in the draft. You know? We're not a team anymore that needs. You draft quarterbacks because you need a quarterback, right? You find playmakers in the middle to later rounds, but you draft BPA and you address playmakers in free agency, stuff like that, right? And you find playmakers in the later rounds. Now I'm not disagreeing with you. I do think we need playmakers, but you got to protect what you already got first. Feels like Forbes and Gonzalez all over again? Hell nah. Nah, Robert, not for me. Why you think? Nah. Why you think that? I don't think that. Culture says, my son is a friend of Mike Green. He said the Commanders called Mike G at his draft party saying they were drafting him, then called him back and told him, never mind. Mike G was crying about it. Oh. Really? That's news. That's news. I got a report on that tomorrow. Wow. I did not know that. If that is true, that's interesting. If that's true, that's interesting because I never knew team. I thought like once the team is like call you up, that's like them locking you in. I never seen a team call a player and then say, nah, man. I feel like when you call a player, that's you locked in. Wow. I ain't know that. Reginald says the Eagles, Dallas, and Giants got pass rushers. We need to protect the quarterback. I hope we draft the running back. Exactly. John says, dude is the best thing since Sewell. First team All-American. And guess where he come from? Same school as Penny Sewell. Mike G had his draft party in VABJ. I saw that. Wow, if that's true, man, that's tough. I never knew teams do that. Maybe I'm tripping. Is that a common thing? A team calling a player saying, hey, yeah, we're going to draft you. Then 3 minutes later, hey, nah, bro, we ain't going to draft you, cuz. I ain't going to lie. I'd probably cry too, man. I ain't going. That'll make me sick. Now, I hope Mike Green don't come. I hope he go to an AFC team. Because now he going to hunt us forever. He gonna have it out for us forever, bro. Kirk Reed, Tunsil, Coleman, Biotis, Cosme, Conlery. Yeah, man. Yeah. T-Rose says he's better than Wiley. Go watch the tape, Young Beast. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he is. Sure he is. We're going to have the best offensive line in the league. Hey, that's the goal. That is the goal. You got the best offensive line in the league with a top 5 quarterback. Woo-wee. The trenches is the reason why the Eagles won. Glad we improved ours. Exactly. Just Zay says, in my opinion, we can't have a future without good defense. And I'm all for investing in Jay, but our biggest downfall was not because we couldn't protect Jay. It was because we didn't have consistent edges. That was a part of our that was a part of our downfall. I will say that. But if you go BPA, which I think they did, I can't be mad at it. And still, given the fact that there's so much left on the board, I'm trusting the AP. I'm not saying you're wrong. I do think we need pass rush, but I'm trusting in them, man. It's just we're the Hogs again. Hey, I would love that. Our defense in general. Yeah, Church ain't no casual. Says one thing, Jim Brownski, I'm not no casual. Casuals don't look at the draft. I've been here, sir. Who are you? But welcome to the fan. You know what I'm saying? See, Church just doing her job. She, cousins bicker, brothers and sisters bicker, but at the end of the day, it's all love, right? We all want to see the Commanders win. We fan over here. We get into it. Won't always agree, but the love don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Jim Brownski, thank you for the comment. I appreciate you being here. Ain't no hard feelings. But John, yeah, Church ain't no cash. She been here for years. And she know ball. She know a lot. She know a lot more than us. You know? Go and trust the process. That's all you can do. It'd be different if this was Ron Rivera. But I'm gonna trust the regime that just got me to the NFC Championship for the first time in my lifetime. You feel me? Just give them a chance. We're going number 1 offensive line in the NFL. I would love that. We Washington. We are known for the Hogs line, not Philly. Man. Offensive line did find too many fumbles. Offensive line ain't give up 60-yard runs to Saquon Barkley. The interior did. The edges were poor. Don't get me wrong. We still can do that. We still can upgrade the edges. But interiorly, defensive line, that's what we got it for. We upgrade defensive line. Javon Kinlaw can play on the edge and he can play interiorly. Jacob Young, they have high praise for him. I'm not saying he's going to be all of that. I don't know what he's going to be. Javonte Jean-Baptiste, second year. Like, we upgraded this defensive line a lot this offseason for that many reasons. To stop Saquon Barkley. Or to slow him down at least. I like it. I'm trusting AP. I know a lot of fans drunk mad over the pick, but got to protect 5, man. Yeah. Good pick. Hope we get a pass rusher next. Hope so, too. Hope we trade up for Donovan. That'd be tough. Can take Wiley. Spot at right tackle. Yeah. Wiley may get kicked in the guard. If he's not starting, I think he's going to start until Sam Cosby come back. Terrible pick. Mike Green was on the board. I feel that. Mike Green was amazing, and he's tough. We called him, but then apparently we said, nah, we good. 2 sacks allowed and 1,000 snaps. Yeah. Not sure why we didn't take Will Johnson or Mike Green. Defense was a bigger need. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. A lot of good draft teams, or a lot of teams in general, don't draft for the needs all the time. Nakia Hurst. Shout out to my girl Nakia Hurst for being here. Just whoever is mad don't really get it. You know, it's cool. It happens every year. When the season come around, they'll be happy. When he's killing it, they'll be happy. Appreciate you, Miss Nakia, for being here. Time to get edge rusher. Let's do it. And it ain't over, y'all. Like, it ain't like these guys aren't still on the board. Like, a lot of the people that y'all wanted are still on the board. Will they be there tomorrow? We're not sure. But they're still here as of today. So, yeah, we good, man. We're chilling. We are chilling. Says I wonder if Conley wears a cup. That's a weird thought, my guy. I don't know why you would be thinking about another man's genitals, but hey, I slim, I guess. Y'all keep saying Mike Green and not researching dude has character issues. Why y'all think he's dropping so far? Yeah. Give me 1 second, though. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. All right, let's get back to it. He says we're protecting JN. Yep. Oh, snap. Eagles D-line is crazy, and Giants got talent too. Yeah. I can't believe Will Johnson's on the board. Reminds me of when Christian Gonzalez fell way too far. Bernard says, I think the pick was good pick. I mean, I get it. We want to fill other holes, but we got to protect our money in 5. Exactly. PSN Commanders Network. Shout out my guy Tone. Got a B-Day coming up, my boy. Shout out to my guy. He says, and I'll be on this channel too. Was it tomorrow? I think tomorrow. Oh no, Monday. I think Monday we'll be on his show, recapping the whole entire Commanders draft. So make sure y'all come through for that. I may put it up on this side too. Shout out to my guy Tone. Our defense was so bad last year. It's bigger needs than offense. Yeah, I don't think we're drafting for needs, or at least in the first round. I don't think we're drafting for needs, Eli. That's why we didn't do that. You know? Says, what's the reason? Do any of us have questions? AP, did he not earn our benefit of doubt in year 1? That I agree with. That's why I said, like, I'm not questioning the guy that just took us to the NFC Championship, bro. You feel me? We need edge rusher. We'll get it. The Shador falling to the round 2 is wild, though. It is, isn't it? Isn't it? I for sure thought Pittsburgh was going to take him. And a lot of people are saying, well, Pittsburgh didn't take him because they're all in on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers only got 1, maybe 2 years left in him. So, okay, you take Aaron, got Shador for backup. Now, I don't know. They tripping, bro. I get it. Shador probably isn't like the best quarterback in this draft. He's probably not the most talented in terms of being able to be a dual threat. But he's definitely worthy of being on someone's roster in the first round, in my opinion. For teams that needed quarterbacks, Edmund Gerald Jr. says, love it. Protect in our investment. I get it. Me too. It's still a lot left on the board. We're good. Exactly. AP talking now. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go check that out when I get off here. I'm going to go check that out. Y'all heard Miss Church 202. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for your man Gotti, bro. We're on the road to 10K, man. We're so close. We're so close there, man. We're trying to get there, bro. Help me get there. Check out my fitness channel too. Just dropped a video. How I'm looking, y'all. Do y'all notice any difference in your man Gotti? We about to hit 5 months in the fitness journey. I did just eat good today. Had some curry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Draft day. Had a little snacky snap. You know what I'm saying? But we back into it tomorrow. Y'all already know what it is. He says, what if the Browns would have taken Shador at number 2? Would that have been a reach? At this point, yeah. I don't think that he should have went to Cleveland anyway, though. Shador Sanders needs to go to a team like Pittsburgh. He wouldn't have thrived in New York. He wouldn't have thrived in Cleveland because he needs to go. He's not the most talented player in the world. So I think he needs to go to a team that already has stuff that's there for him. Pittsburgh was the perfect move. I don't know why Pittsburgh didn't do it. They already got DK. I know they talk about trading George Pickens, but he's still there. And Pat Fryer move, right? Like Shador doesn't have, in my opinion, the talent to pull a Jaden Daniels, and that's like to curry a horrible team. But he's damn sure good enough to go to a team that's around him. Cleveland taking him at 2, I think would have been a reach. I think Cleveland did the smartest thing that they could have did, and that's trade back, man. I think they fleeced Jacksonville. Now, I do think Travis Hunter's going to be an absolute beast, but you're telling me all I got to do is trade back 3 spots, and I get a first round pick for next year. That alone, I would have been cool with. But then you add on the extra bonus stuff too, man. Come on. Because we don't really have much draft capital to trade. I know. But you never know, man. You never know. We need speed back to go with B-Rob. True. Says I was shocked at first, but this is a great pick. Pretty deep draft class at edge. Yeah, it is. Norman Rich, this is a pretty deep class at the whole defensive line. Did y'all see how many defensive linemen went? Like, this the whole defensive line is crazy good. Big Phil VA says was disappointed, but I understand it now. AP we trust. I'm saying. Maxwell Hurston went to the Bills. What? No way. Let me see. Maxwell Hurston went to the Bills. That was my guy. Josh Simmons, Ohio State, went to Kansas City. Okay. I told y'all. I don't think we won 5 games banged up all season long. Either, year after year. That's true. Say O-line all draft, even after Tunsil. Good call, Phil W. Good call. Phil W. Gotti, I told you, Quinn, not trust Coleman. That's law. Juan Gotti was good as Ron Wall. Calm down, slime. Oh, nah, you already know what it is, Wall. I'm just in here trying to tell the fam, you know what I'm saying? They maxing on the Twitter, you know what I'm saying? They don't like our picks, so I'm trying to give them some just like confidence. But shout out my boy, Slim. Love you, Mo. My man about to be next, bro. Couple years, Commander's gonna be drafting my man. Whoa, straight out of Wyoming, bro. My dog right there, man. Vaughn say def a lot of players like it is. Mumbo Souls say Adam Peters is live right now. I gotta check that out when I step. When I leave, I'm gonna check that out. Says where does Coleman play? I think Coleman is now gonna be left guard. If he's not left guard, he'll probably be the new Kolu. And either way it go, it's not nothing wrong with it. You feel me? Because we need a Kolu, a swing tackle that's always gonna be there in the pinch. And we could use a better left guard. I like what we got out of Nick Algreedy last year. I'm not saying he was perfect, but he was solid. But if they think Brandon Coleman is going to be an absolute beast at left guard, let's do it. Projected offensive line could be Laramie Tunsil left tackle, Brandon Coleman left guard, Tyler Biard center, healthy, by the way, okay? Sam Cosby, healthy. Let me put asterisk right there because right now he's not healthy, so we're going to pencil in Andrew Wiley. But if he was healthy, Sam Cosby and Josh Conley Jr., come on, Slim, that's good. That's good. But Brandon Cole, I think left guard. Nakia Hurst says it's not about trusting Brandon, it's about building the trenches. That's all this is about. Protecting 5. King Jones 1080 says definitely good talent left on the board. It is. Doug Harvey says Coleman pretty bad last year. He wasn't pretty bad. He was solid last year. You know what I'm saying? He was solid. But for a 3rd round rookie, I think he played well. Had moments. Obviously looked overwhelmed at times, but again, 3rd round rookie. Vaughn say, I'm really surprised Emery is still on the board. I hope we can get him. I think he's gonna be one of the guys that's gone super early, but that'd be cool. Gotti, no guarantee Coleman has to prove himself. That left guard, yeah. And I get it, yeah, but I think they like him at guard. I think they feel he had a whole season long at left tackle. I think they feel you push him inside. But camp should be fun. We got Nate Herbig. We got Nick Algreedy still. Brandon Coleman, obviously, now into the guard mix. Andrew Wiley. It's going to be very fun this offseason. Tunsil, Coleman, Tyler, Cosby, Josh. Say, do NFL linemen wear cups? I don't know, man. I don't know, Doug. I don't got that information for you, Slim. I don't know. I will hope so. I will hope so, bro. I don't know though. That ain't my interest. You know what I'm saying? To figure out if they wear cups or not. You know what I'm saying? John L. Wright says, I was hoping for Henderson at 29, but I do understand we have to build culture on the offensive line to protect Daniels for the duration of his career. Definitely. Gotti, stop trying to force Coleman. I ain't trying to force Coleman. I'm not trying to force him. I'm just saying I'm reading a projected offensive line on Twitter, and I tend to agree with it. I do like Nick Algreed, but Brandon Coleman was solid at left tackle, and they're high on him at left guard. So I ain't trying to force him on y'all. If y'all don't rock with him, shit, it is what it is. You know, Conley shut down Abdul Carter. Yeah, Henderson might be available in the second round. Now, yeah, he definitely gonna be there. I don't know if he's gonna be all the way to 61. She hate me says I'm partial to defense, but security and health. Security and health is everything. Yeah. Gotti. Told you offensive line. LOL. Hey, yeah, man, you did. You did. I know you on cloud 9 right now, man. You need to go celebrate. Phil W. Kime. Phil W. Shafter. Phil W. Ian Rappaport. Impressed with the pick? Okay. Freeman. He says, what's up, bro? What's good, Freeman? How you, cuz? He said, I love the pick at 29. Protect JD5. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, you know what it is. Says, told y'all, if one top offensive lineman fall, go on, grab him. Great pick. Corey Turner said, great pick, protect the future. QB. Tim Moore, Double Dog, says, great pick, HCTR. Doug Arby says, how long do you see Tunsil playing for the Commanders? Well, I believe, let me just double check. I believe we can get out of his contract after this season. So I think it's really a 1-year rental similar to Deebo Samuel. Now, Laramie Tunsil already wants a contract extension. So you already got to know, you got to go into it with the mindset of if you know he wants a contract extension, you got to be prepared to pay him if he has an absolute good year. But even if he doesn't have a good year, you now don't have to pay him the money. He can release him. Yes, he has potential out after this year. So he's a 1-year rental similar to Deebo Samuel. You can pay him the extension if you want. If you don't, this could be his replacement, that being Josh Conley Jr. I wonder if a lot of people that are upset about this pick forgot about that Laramie Tunsil was only on a 1-year deal. Big X 420 says the optics of it only seem bad because of the lack of picks we have this year. It's cool, like AP Cup. Yeah. John Shaw says, what's up, Juan? At first, I was confused with the pick, but after hearing you explain, I can see why. The first thing that comes to mind is the Falcons game. JD was gas. Yeah. And Laramie Tunsil, we did sign him in free agency, but he's only on a 1-year deal. Like we can get out of his contract after this year, so you got to have some type of backup plan. Feel me? I was surprised the Texans traded Tunsil. Their offensive line was so bad. Yeah, they didn't like. They felt like he kind of was, the big reason as to why it was bad. Smart pick. Yemi, smart pick. I agree. Why do you wonder if Jay? What's up with you in cups tonight, Doug? Why you wonder if all these players wear cups or not? What's up with you, Slim? Is it Jim say a lot of the fan base is still shell shocked from Forbes? AP is not reversed. Just drafted 4 starters and 1 draft, went from 4-13 in the MC title game. And AP, we trust the draft. This draft defensive line, running back deep. We good. We good, Jim Brownski. We good. I agree with that. King Jones, 1080 say Conley gave up 2 sacks. Yeah, you like the 10th person tonight to tell me that, man. So that's making me even more ecstatic about the pick. Cam Cunningham, my guy Cam says, "One, we gotta protect Jaden, bro. It's imperative. That's how that we do so. Yes, sir. My boy Cam, shout out to you. 4 starters, only 2-3 Daniel Samuelson, maybe Coleman. Well, we gotta see. You don't know what Jordan McGee can be, because Jordan McGee, I think, has the potential to be started. He just hasn't been healthy. I think a guy like Javonte Jean Baptiste would probably not be a starter, but could work himself into being, a key contributor. Dominique Hampton, probably not, but we'll see. But more of the story is he drafted a couple starters last year and helped his team go for 4-13 championship game, so he deserves the benefit of it out. What's your thoughts on the Javon Kinlaw signing? I gave my thoughts a while ago when it first happened. I think they're taking a chance on him. He's trending upward, and he's in a place where he knows he's loved. He's back home. I think he'll be good. Lyman was a need. Do y'all understand football? Everybody got their own opinion, man. So we ain't gonna say that we understand football. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody feel like they got their own opinion towards things. But of course, everybody's gonna come around at some point when the season stops. He's a god. Says for years I've been screaming O-line and finally we're adjusting. I absolutely love this pick without a doubt. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear. My guy X says love to pick. Love to pick. We'll build up front. No more. That's what I love too. Hey, my guy Chill Phil Sports Game. Make sure you guys subscribe to my guy Chill Phil Sports Gaming. Puts out great quality content in terms of the sports gaming world. Go check him out. Thank you for the super chat, my guy. Appreciate you. It was such a pleasure to meet you that day. That was very cool. He says Conley looks solid, and he says, "Hey, that 21 years of venting goes hard, bro." Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, thank you for listening to my song, man. Make sure y'all tap to check out the song, man. My guy Chill Phil with the donate, and he checked out the song too. Shout out to my guy. Look, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all, man. Go ahead and check this out. Y'all know I do make music too. This right here, 21 years event at 12 a.m., man. Go check that out. It's on Apple Music under the name Chewy ! 21 years event. I'll put it on YouTube, but link down below gonna be in the description, man. Check that out for your boy, man. Check that out for your boy. And that'll be great. I like that song a lot too. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. He said, all I'm going to say is y'all remember RG3 and how that went, right? Alex Smith, if you haven't learned, protect the future. Nah, for real. Maybe end up a lie. The Lions' great offensive line, terrible defense. But our defense ain't terrible, though. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I like where we're at, bro. Both sides of the ball. Can we upgrade? Of course. But, yeah. Do you like the Deebo Samuel and Larry Tunsil? Yeah, I do. I do. For the right deal in terms of it's been a 1-year rental and for the potential upside, hell yeah. Conley Raz is 884. Okay. Can Coleman beat out Gritty at left guard? I think so. But yeah, Doug, I do too. I say that a lot of people. I think Brandon Coleman could probably be good at left guard in terms of the future. But Nick Gritty wasn't horrible at left guard either. Fans don't understand that the draft is the best player and free agency is for needs. The Commanders did right. He was hands down the best player. Yep. And here's the thing, right? Remember, in years past, Ron Rivera, we drafted for needs, and look where that got us. We drafted Jamie Davis for need. Look what that got us. We drafted Jahan Dawson because we needed a wide receiver too. Look what that got us. We drafted a main force because we needed somebody that could force turnovers. Look what that got us. Now we're flipping it around. We're drafting BPA. Have it at Northwest Stadium, please. What? Have what at Northwest Stadium? And AP I trust. Change the A James. Change that I to we because I'm right there with you, shorty. Says I love this pick. He's young and we need to protect JD5 plus. He was good against the dual Carter. Yeah. Since that Tunsil side, though, Lermy, going lock that down. We moving Josh to the right tackle. Y'all got me feeling a little bit better about the pick. I was hit with green there. I predicted running back next. Okay. A lot of time left. It is. She hates me, says it feels like the move of good organization fans of other teams is protect JD5 first. Yeah. Jane will have time to throw the turn D, but we straight. Yep. High speed 30 says I'm gonna keep it 100. Conley Jr. wasn't the best player available. Since Jahad Campbell was sitting there for us, now Philly got him. Yeah, I mean, look, Philly always gonna draft good, man. They got a good front office, but we do too. You feel me? And their linebacker room, I would say, is in a much needed more state than us. I know they got Zach Bond, but after that, I can't really think of nobody off the top of my head. I think didn't they lose their linebackers this offseason besides him? I could be wrong about that. So they kind of, needed that. We got Frankie Louvu, we got Bobby Wagner back. I think Joe McGee's gonna be really good. And again, there's still other really good quality players still available. You feel me? I like Mickey says I like Carter says I'm calling cap on that. I like that we have a quarterback that can also put a high rushing numbers, but it's concerning as well. Sometimes small line sounds decent to me. Protect Jaden. Piece to Trent Williams. Be back to that kind of protection. Yep. Carter B82 says it's still so much on the board for them all. It is. Ronnie B. Real says September 4th is what I'm waiting for. What's September 4th? Says, can we get better production out of the running backs we have with a good offensive line? Probably. A lot of people want to also put a lot of the blame on the offensive line in terms of run protection. We were solid at pass protection, but they're not wrong. There were no running lanes for the running backs last year on a consistent basis, along with them just not having the burst that we want out of running back. It's saying AP we trust. People need to understand that Jaden needs all the protection he needs. There's a lot of talent in the draft. AP didn't help us get that for what the roster we had last year. Didn't help us for no reason. Steelers interested in Jalen Murrow. I don't know. That just screams Justin Fields all over again. I'll probably take Shador Sanders over him. I ain't gonna cap. Says I think Sanders wanted to fall this high instead of going to the Giants. LOL. Travis Hunter equals Shohei Ohtani in NFL. I mean, yeah, I guess. I hope. I don't know, man. I want him to be able to be legit on both sides of the ball. Like, I want him to be able to, do what he did in college. But something just tells me, like, it's the NFL, man. It's a longer season. It's a longer game. Yeah, it's slower in terms of pace, but I don't know, man. I think Travis Hunter is an elite corner and a very good wide receiver. 21J says, damn, why y'all not effing with the pick? Me personally, I'm cool with it. Bro. You got an elite quarterback. You gotta protect him. But nah, the fan base not. Fan base is kirking on Twitter about the pick. You know what I'm saying? They kirking about it. A lot of them don't like it. Doggone, my guy Doggone says not mad at the pick. Me neither. Y'all wanted Mike Green and he had 1 year production. I thought Mike Green had like 30 sacks over the course of his career. I could be wrong, but I thought someone said that. Rambo says Assassin says some of y'all had PTSD from Ron Rivera. AP is good at what he does. Nah, for real. Wanted defense, bro. It could have been Jahad Campbell or Will Johnson or Donovan Ezzie. Someone to stop 55. Who am I missing? Who the hell is 55? You said you wanted us to go defense. Someone to stop 55. I don't know why Brandon Graham came in my head, but who is 55? Am I tweaking? I know it got to be somebody that I'm just totally blanking on right now. It's late too. It's 1 o'clock. I was not expecting to go this long, but F it, man. You gotta grind, bro. I gotta get up at 6:37, but F it, bro. We grinding. Trying to get that 10K. Josh Collins Jr. says Josh Collins Jr. never played right tackle, so it's not easy to assume he can just move without ever doing it. I gotta listen to the press conference, but that's just the ultimate guess that he can just switch to right tackle. But again, even if he's not a right tackle, I always said this. They want somebody that they can draft at 29 that can come in and play immediately. But I always said this. I said this throughout the whole draft process. 20 to 29 is basically like a second-round pick, so you're not guaranteed to always get a guy that can come in and be a day one starter. You're taking this is the perfect position to draft a project. So even if they did draft a project at 29, again, Laremy Thompson was on a 1-year deal. It's not a guarantee to perform well, and if he doesn't perform well, you can just push Josh Collins Jr. next year. With a 1 year of learning experience, man, I don't see no negatives in this one. I ain't gonna lie. All right, we made more help for our youngest. All right, Ronnie say put the song on YouTube. All right, I got you. I'm gonna do that. I gotta start uploading those on YouTube too. I forgot everybody don't got Apple. I'm gonna upload it on YouTube. I'm gonna do it after I get off here. That JD song be hitting too. Look, you know the whole glazing LeBron and all that, making the Jaden Daniels song and all that. I ain't trying to be the proudest person when I come to that, but I was the first one to make them songs. But if you've been watching the channel for years, you know I always made Commander songs, so it ain't even no Jaden Daniels glaze. I always did that. But said, 55 points. Damn. It's late. I forgot the score was 55. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot all about that, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I definitely forgot about that. Wow. That slipped my mind like crazy. I don't know how I forgot about that. That's insane. So why we give up so much for Tunsil for 1 year? Because it's a risk, right? I'm a fan of risking for potential greatness than to sit on your hands and be afraid. So they're taking a risk that he pans out. But even if he doesn't, you're good. You're going to recuperate that draft capital because we're not a team that we expect to be bad. So even if you can be more frugal with your draft capital if you're a team that's going to be contending for Super Bowls because your draft picks going to be so far late in the draft, you don't expect that team to be able to use anything good with them. So I don't know. I like the move. I'm fine with it. I know a lot of other people aren't, but I am. So I'm chilling. If you ask me. But offense was top 10. I get it, but again, y'all. Again, it's so much left on the board, y'all. Like it's so much left on the board. I promise you, like everything that you wanted, running back, edge, that's still a true possibility, man. That is still a real possibility. I promise you it is. I promise you it is. Let me go ahead and do this before we get up out of here. I'm gonna drop the song on YouTube, so y'all can go crank that for me, man. That's one of my favorite jumps. Let me go ahead, Ush. Do like this. What was y'all biggest surprise of the first round besides our pick? Tunsil got 2 left on his deal, signed in 23. Nah, you can get out of his contract. Nah, he signed a contract extension in 23, but he has a potential out after this year. Or are they saying that you can get out of his contract after the 2026 season? Nah. I think it's this year. It says potential out 2026. He signed a 3-year, $72 million deal in 2023. So 2023, 2024, 2025 is his third year of that deal, and in 2026 he can get out. So this is his final year of that deal that you can get out of. Is essentially what I'm saying. But yeah, let me go ahead and do this. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Like, comment, subscribe. All right. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead. I'm going to upload it to YouTube right now. You see something real quick? Oh, bro, it's always weird. I don't care. Let me see. I got to watch Herb hand the ball off 40 times a game. Bro, that's cool, bro. That's the style of ball Jim Harbaugh want to play. Omarion Hampton about to be he about to be on his Jameer Gibbs time, and he about to go crazy. Y'all still got QJ, fool. Y'all good, bro. People have to understand that you win in the trenches. Yeah, you do. You do, man. You do. And when you're a team like the Commanders now, you draft for BPA. And apparently if he wasn't number one, he was top 3 in BPA. Is it making me do a short? Man. Let's see. I love the pick. Says seeing you come up from a young and just asking and keeping the good content coming. I appreciate you, Fit versus Fact. I appreciate you. What you ask? Oh, no, you good for asking that question. That ain't no crazy. That's good. You good? Yeah, appreciate you, though. Appreciate you rocking with me. All right, I'm about to post it right now. All right. Oh, why is it a short? What the hell? Hold up. I don't want it to be a short. Maybe they just say autumn. I don't know. Let's see. High speed 30 say Emeka Ibuka going to Tampa. Yeah, that was good. That was good. What was y'all reaction to the first round though, y'all? Before we get up out of here, let's actually react to the first round right quick. It's 50 of y'all in here, so we could react to it real quick. Cam Wool going number 1 was no brainer. I got the first 5. I got the first 6 picks right. The draft really started for me. It really started at pick 7. But I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know I love Bryce Young, right? Like Bryce Young is my guy. If we ain't had Jane Daniels, he'd be my favorite player in the NFL. Well, Terry McLaurin is my favorite player, before JD5 and stuff like that. So Terry's still my favorite commander, still was my favorite player. So I guess if we ain't have Terry or JD5, like Bryce Young is my favorite guy too. Like, and they got him tech, bro. I think another year of a second year of listen, bud. My horse dollar bill, by what's his name, bro? Dang, bro, the receiver, Xavier Legette got year 2. Xavier Legette now you got Tech. I think Adam Thielen's still there, man. Bryce Young about to be like that, bro. Bryce Young about to be like that. Then they drafted. Then who else? Let me see. The Cowboys went offensive line again for the 3rd straight year. They drafted Tyler Guy, Tyler Smith, now Tyler Booker. They love them. That's the yearly tradition, bro. They draft an offensive lineman every year, bro. Yearly tradition by the Dallas Cowboys. Now I'm telling you. Let's see if JD5 posted about. Okay. 5 reposting the new draft pick. Okay. He has not allowed a pick, a sack, and 1,000 snaps. Uh, Jalen Koga. Yeah. Let me see who else. Kenneth Grant went to the Dolphins. Oh no, Tyler Warren to Penn State. But now they were saying he was pound for pound like best player in the draft. Like we're talking like taking quarterback out of it, like pure player. They were saying the tight end from Penn State, Tyler Warren, was OC, like best player available overall. Colts might have got a nice guy. I don't know if Anthony Richardson gonna be healthy to throw to him, but you know. Now Meke Ibuka, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans is tough. Then Jade Bourne and Patrick Surtain too. This is where Shador should have went, bro. He should have went to Pittsburgh, but they burnt. Like even if he not your day one starter and y'all want Aaron Rodgers, bro, I would have took him because like he can sit behind A-Rod for 1 or 2 years. Then the Chargers took Omarion Hampton. Now I ain't have no issue with y'all at first, but now I got real smoke with y'all because y'all took my man. I wanted Omarion Hampton, bro, but it's cool. It is what it is, bro. Then the Packers took Matthew Golden. Like I said, bro, I watch every year's draft. That was probably the toughest like draft moment I ever seen. Like that's tough. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough. What they had the little jump. Then after the Vikings took Donovan Jackson, the Giants took Jackson Dock, which I guess hindsight, like upside wise, he's probably more highly like better than Shador when it comes to upside. But I'm not mad at it actually. I think I would rather it be Jackson Dock. Because although Jackson Dock has the probably better upside, Shador will get ruined in New York. They already want him to fail as it is. It's a big media market, so you know they're gonna be clamoring for his neck. Pause. And it's not enough around him in New York to succeed. Malik Neighbors, Tyrone Tracy, and that's pretty much it offensively. I think he should have went to Pittsburgh, bro. Pittsburgh, but it's already enough around him. Then the Falcons with James Pierce Jr. The Ravens with Malachi Stocks. Lions went Talik Williams, defensive tackle, Josh Collins, Joe Maxwell Hairston. Dang, that was my guy too. He said, y'all forgot 55 points Eagles put on our heads, just like Juan forgot. Guy get some stops, Hurts had way too much time. I mean, look. That 55 points, man, look, I get it. I'm not going to say that it was misleading because it wasn't. Saquon Barkley tore us a new one. But you got to protect your franchise, man. That's all I got to say. But y'all go check out Chewy IRL YouTube channel, link down in the description. That's where the song's going to be dropping. It's 1:13. I got to get up at 7 a.m. So I'm going to get up out of here, man. I really don't want to, bro. It's freaking tired as it is, bro. I don't want to get up that early, but it is what it is. Say relax, fool. Nah, bro. I wanted Omarion Hampton. You knew that, bro. You knew I wanted him too, bro. You just gonna take him, fool. Like, watch out, fool. The player I want literally got picked. Get the pick after every year. Get picked after every year. Nah, he a Chargers fan. Well, I don't know if you're a Chargers fan too, but nah, he a Chargers fan. He don't like the Skins. But y'all good though, bro. Marion Hampton about to tote that jump 40 times a game, fool. And then you know QJ gonna come up clutch, fool. How is he better than Sanders, Dartwell, Foden, NYC? I didn't say he's better than him in terms of now. I said upside wise because he has the ability to throw and be athletic. Shador Sanders has an athletic cap. However, I think Shador Sanders would thrive better in a system that has stuff built around him, opposed to having to go to a team in which he has to rebuild. He's not Jaden Daniels. He's not Bo Nix. He's not Drake May. I don't think he can go to a team and just turn it around. I wanted Jaheed Campbell too. Get some rest, bro. I know, bro. I know. I don't want to get up at 8 a.m., bro. 7 a.m. That shit is ass. I'm not trying to see that, bro. Y'all cool. Hey, everybody in here, tell my man 21J, bro. Tell him he cool. He a Chargers fan, and they got Omarion Hampton, bro. And tell him they gonna be like that, bro. Right? Like they got Omarion, they gonna be cool. Right? They don't really got nobody to throw to besides Lad, but like Omarion Hampton about to go crazy. It's like you watch your QB throw for 300 a game, and now I don't think he'll throw for 300 the whole season. See that, but look though, that means he gonna be fresh and he gonna be able to stay healthy, fool. You know what I'm saying? Greg Roman about to cook up, fool. And they already took Jalen Walker too. They double dipped that edge rusher. Who? Oh, you talking about the Falcons? And I really think the Panthers got it, man. The Panthers gonna be nice, bro. I'm low-key happy for Bryce Young, bro. All right, JG. I'm gonna say all right, JG. All right, J Money tenfold. But yeah, though, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to go to sleep, man. Unfortunately, have to get up. But hey, day one in draft in the books. A lot of fans overreacting. You know what I'm saying? Typically what we do every year, but it is what it is. We good. We're gonna let this sink, sleep on it, and more videos be coming out in due time. And more draft content will be coming out in draft day 2 tomorrow. So we'll be watching draft again. And yeah, man, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Love each and every one of y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We really appreciate me reach that goal as soon as possible. As always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Hold up. Let me do this. Hold up. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also watch the commanders. I catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace.
Never gave up ballin' like I'm Divisional, throw the bomb G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.